Hi, I'm Linda Helgeson here at the La Pineda RV Park where the Cancer de Mama Clinic is being held. This is the third day of the annual clinic. I have with me Jackie Jackson, the founder of the Cancer de Mama Clinic. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Linda.
It's nice to see you.
Yeah.
Tell us, how did this all get started?
It got started with one prosthesis. We had a couple of doctors visiting us the day before, the week before we left to go back to Canada. And we were talking about what happens to women with breast cancer, because I'm a breast cancer survivor. And at that time, I was having problems with depression and everything else. So, and every 2 years in our extended health, we get a new prosthesis. So asking the doctor what they do, and they said they don't do anything. There's nothing for the women, anything. So I asked this one doctor, I said, do you have a patient that can use a prosthesis? Oh, yeah. So it was really funny because I didn't have any sitting around, so knowing these guys from their doctors, so I just pulled one up. And they looked at it, they couldn't believe it, and that's how it started. I got home and got thinking, and I thought, oh, well, how can I help these women? So I went to Nightingale Medical in Vernon, and that's where I get my prosthesis from, and asked her if she would come. And the week before, she had just sent 2 or 3 big boxes to Romania, and because she was sending them and not knowing, so she started collecting them for me. So I only ended up with 28 or 30 prostheses that year. And went up to Tepic, and the hotel gave us this one room in the hotel, and there was all these women and one man. And I had a table and had the prosthesis sitting out, and I don't know how to speak Spanish, so what am I going to do? These women are looking at me, so I just stripped to the waist, and so they could see I'm the same as them. And then I took the prosthesis, put it in the garage, showed them how it all works, put it on myself. Well, that's all it took, and just went from there. Just every year bigger and bigger and bigger. And in 2006, we did 310 women in 2.5 days by myself and Joni. I was so exhausted, and I said, well, I can't do this. I got to pass it on with Maruka.
Yes.
And I talked with Maruka, and I knew that she was involved with the park here and that, and I thought, well, what better place? You always have a turnover of people coming, and we'll probably keep going. And looking at that, it's just amazing.
It is amazing. The volunteers that they have here, and it's so well organized. Everybody knows their own area and their own department. So from pulling one prosthesis out, they're serving fitting over 600 people this year.
I know. Isn't it, and then plus going to go to Guadalajara and do a clinic up there. And I worked with the women from Guadalajara too, and actually one year I went up there. I was honored by them up there, and it was really quite neat. Tour of the hospital and all of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
So, well, good for you. What an amazing thing has snowballed from this. It must do your heart good to come back here.
Well, it does. Well, that's why I wanted to come and see how, after I passed it on. Because once you sold the house, and I got back to Canada, and I said, well, I can't leave this women. What's going to happen to them? So I collected, and then I came and we trained the women. Well, you were here in 2009 when I did that.
Yes.
You there, and it's just where it is now. That's perfect. Oh, I am so happy. And I just can't thank them enough.
Well, and everybody can't thank you enough for getting this started. So,
That's great.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. That's awesome.